the algorithm works. So like I was saying, we're so focused on teaching the algorithm, we forgot how the algorithm came about, why this works. Why does the algorithm work? What's the magic behind it? You know, and we're doing it like a recipe. I mixed water and I put in my dough in the oven for 350 degrees for 20 minutes. Why is it 350? Why is it 20? I don't know. The recipe told me. But a good baker will know that at this degree, it's going to make the perfect crust. If you any hotter, it's going to cook too much, and the bread's going to be dry. Any lower, it's going to take so long, and it won't be crispy and flaky enough. Like the why behind it is important. And I think a lot of times when kids are just looking at numbers and are just trying to memorize algorithms, it doesn't stick and it's uncomfortable. But if they understand why the algorithm works, the algorithm will come more naturally because they figured it out. And also the test and the drill and kill does take a lot of the joy out of learning. So I'll blame the system, never the teacher. Teachers try hard.
So thank you, sir. That's all. What you say is it depends upon the recipe, right? So what kind of recipe we are using and what kind of strategies we are following?
A little different. Like following a recipe, you don't know why it works. But if you're the creator of the recipe and you know why the recipe works, you'll be a much better cook.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So any more questions? Raka ma'am.
James, do you are a regular classes now?
Am I in a regular class?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because this is pandemic period.
Sorry, one more time.
In this pandemic, this is pandemic period. In this pandemic time, are you regular classes or not?
Oh no, we're on Zoom. We're coming back to school, hopefully for real. Hopefully. I'm glad that we can teach online, but I didn't think it was really good for some of the kids. It was great for, but some of my students were really depressed because they missed the social, being around the friends.
Yes.
And someone just to sit with them while they do their work is important to help them focus.
Oh, yes. Everywhere same one.
Yeah.
Especially maths. In this time, teaching maths is very difficult. Am I right, James?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yes. Do you follow any methods? Teaching maths.
Do I follow any what?
So in remote teaching, do you follow any special methods in imparting mathematics?
I'm able to do the project-based learning a lot more because the students the students are bored at home. Building these games are fun. Building these cardboard box games are fun. So they will work on those cardboard boxes like crazy. And then when they come to class, they have something and they don't have to carry it to school every day. They can say, oh, this is my box. And then, all right, well, everybody have their ruler, measure the sides. And I can kind of show them how to do it. So the project-based stuff was a big hit. And I saw a lot of learning. The word problems and the test were a bit more challenging to do over Zoom.
Yes, good.
So any more questions, please? Yes, ma'am.
Hello, James sir. What are the best online tools to teach maths? Online tools.
Can I have a,
Sir,
can
now
I-
you are using Flipgrid. Yeah.
my favorite online tool is Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Yeah, I don't think you guys all have it, but it's a video game. And you have to know how to play it a bit. But the game is like Legos. So that was a really good tool. There were some excellent testing tools out there. Like we used the IXL website last year. And that was really good for standard base, but the kids hated that. I liked it. The parents mixed reaction, but that wasn't fun. It was good. It's what they needed to do it. It was part of the whole project, but oh man, the kids hated it. It was just kind of like a testing website.
So any more questions? Shall we end this session or do you have any more questions?
Sir, shall I say?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. James, you are saying cardboard is more helpful to convey any arithmetic calculations to our children. Whereas if we want to teach them algebraical calculations, then how can we make use of this cardboard to convey the algebra to our students? Is it possible?
Yeah, okay. You would need to lead that a little bit. But you will give them a cardboard, you will give them the area, you will give them one of the sides. How long is the other side? So then they have to think, oh, I know length times width equals area. The length is 10. The area is 200. What's the width? The length is 10 centimeters. The area is 200 squared centimeters. What's the width? And then you kind of teach them how to write it out that way. That was pretty good. Okay, let me. All right, can I share my screen?
Yeah. Yes, you can do it.
Oh, it says host disabled.
Yes, you can do it now.
All right. Let's see. I don't have my mouse and my computer, so this is going to be hard. So this is Minecraft. Let's see. Wow, my worlds got all cleared. Eh. Oh, my worlds got cleared. So I do the algebra for a house. Let me type the algebra for a house in the chat. Where's the chat button? No matter how many times I have used Zoom, I still have trouble finding all the buttons. So okay, so first I'd make these algebra puzzles for them. Like I give them length equals 3 meters. Width equals 5. Height equals 10. And then I would give them what's the area? Area equals length times width. And then perimeter equals 2 times length plus. So I'd write this out on the board, give them these numbers. Where's my plus width? Then okay, then walls. The walls of your house. If you're building walls, you're just stacking perimeters on top of each other. Walls equals perimeter times height. And then roof is an area, so I can do house equals walls plus area. And then they have to tell me how many blocks are in a house. So I would create these algebra puzzles for them. And I would use Minecraft for it, but you could also use cardboard for that. So if you see how walls here, you could imagine taking a perimeter and stacking perimeters on top of each other, right?
Yes.
You would have walls. You throw an area on top of it, you have a house. So you can bust in out, you can bring in the algebra this way.
Hmm.
I can give you some of my algebra puzzles. Yeah, I'll write you up a couple algebra puzzles and send some Minecraft videos over. The kids don't have to play the game as long as they're able to talk about and understand the videos that I'm sending you. These algebra puzzles will work perfectly. Actually, hold on, I can do that for you right now. I have YouTube. Yeah, Lord knows I've done a lot of YouTube on this stuff. So. James Pike, Minecraft.
Hi, I'm Jim Pike and welcome to Mathcraft.
James, it's not visible here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to give you guys this video so you can kind of see how it goes. And if you can go to my YouTube channel, there's tons and tons of standards on how to do these things in Minecraft.
Okay.
But you don't need to actually do it. You can talk about it and give them the algebra puzzle.
Okay.
Not visible, sir.
Yes. So I will share James videos, YouTube videos.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Our
Thank you.
WhatsApp group. So James, could you please stop sharing?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So So participants, do you still have any more questions? I would like to.
Yes, sir. From my side.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
I would like to interact with you. This is Madhavi.
Hi.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm just outside.
Oh, it's beautiful. I'm wondering, is it hot or is it cold with those clouds?
Yeah. Okay. Actually, you said earlier in secondary level, you used to use calculator in your classrooms, right?
Yes.
Is it good, or do we prefer in schooling using calculators is good or not?
I think
In our
so.
country, usually we use calculators of scientific calculators, especially at +1, +2 level.
We really start to use calculators in our middle school, which is like started around 12 years old. We start using calculators. And you know what? It's always the kids who need them the most who never use them.
Okay. And I just read an article about PISA scores of your state. So your state got 39 score out of 78 countries, PISA score, right? So I think PISA means Program for International Student Assessment, which is an international assessment that measures 15-year-old students, right?
I'm sorry, can you repeat it?
Usually, the PISA scores will give for 3 years. So the PISA score for California state is 39 out of 78 countries. Just I read an article about a maths curriculum in California state. Just I found these statistics. And and there is lot of demand also for math teachers in California. And one more interesting thing that I found that in USA, math, usually the little lag in children in mathematics and science. Is it true? Just clarify.
It feels about right. I feel we can be doing a much better job in my wonderful state. There's a big wealth gap between people who have a lot of money and people who don't. And you know, I don't think that the schools are well funded. I do what I can to stand on my head, to make things engaging, make things fun. But it wouldn't surprise me at all. America's we're a good place, but we're not perfect.
Thank you.
No problem.
James, I have a supplementary question. Ma'am has asked actually, why are the students, especially in America, they lack the skills in mathematics? Is it because of lack of experienced teachers, or is it the approach that is maybe the faulty one? So which one you think?
I think it's a complicated problem with a lot of different factors. I think there's a lot of excellent math teachers out there. But I also think, you know, the low pay, you know, keeps people who would want to be math teachers to go become accountants or go do other things with their skills. I think that has a lot to do with it. So I think that families not valuing math, has so many times I've heard mothers and fathers say, "Oh, I'm just not a math person," and they just kind of discount it as well. And I see a lot of people who have math skills just kind of keep it to themselves. And I'm all right. That's, if you're not all right, that's your problem kind of attitude.
So participants, I think it's time I ended the session. So still, if you have any more questions, you can come up. Any last one or two questions? So James, I would like to ask you to give a final message. Of course, we can't say message. We are all actually in the teaching profession. So what would you suggest our colleagues before we leave this session?
I would suggest that you build a cardboard box arcade with your class, and dive in on a project, commit to it for a month, and see what it does to your class.
Yeah, thank you so much, James, for sparing your valuable time. I hope that our participants were satisfied with your answers. I do hope that. So we will look forward to one more session in the near future. Thank you so much for your valuable time.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ari sir and James sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And if you want to do the cardboard lesson, I'll be happy to help out and guide you
We
through.
will watch your YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Share that link.
There's a lot of them.
And we will implement in our classrooms. Thank you so much for interacting with us, sir.
Thank you so much, James.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, James. Very nice session and useful ideas.
Oh, thank you so much. And by the way, Indian food is one of my favorite foods in the world.
Oh, welcome.
I love saag and korma and tandoori and naan. I love it all. Raita and vindaloo, and it's got to be spicy, really spicy. That way my wife won't. That way my wife and kids won't eat it. It's all for me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, James. See you soon.
Thank you so much,
All
sir.
right. Thank you guys. Have a good afternoon. Bye.